Problem 8 at first glance looks like your standard overlapping triangles, where you're getting in the mode of saying, oh, I see overlapping triangles, therefore I know they're similar, and this is going to be solved by a proportion. That's half true. What you'll notice is different about this problem is that they literally give you all of the quantities. They tell you all the numbers. And their question isn't solve for something. Nowhere in here does it say solve. It says explain why these bases are parallel. And they also don't tell you that the triangles are similar, and nor do they tell you that they're parallel. Whereas in the previous question, them telling you that the bases are parallel is what promises you similar triangles. So we kind of got to do the reverse of this problem. We need to establish that they are similar from using a proportion to establish that those sides must be parallel. So when we come to this problem, our job is to use the data that they've given us to use all of these sides in a proportion. And we're going to verify that this proportion works, or that the sides are in equal ratios. So I think it's easiest to just compare corresponding parts. And there's a lot of different ways you can do it. You can do that 3.75 to 4.5 and the 5 to the 6. I think that will work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that will work. I think all of them work. But let's try it. 3.75 over 4.5. And then let's do that 5 divided by the 6. And it's got to be 5 over 6. See how we have small over big? Then we got to have the same thing, small over big. So when we cross multiply, we're going to get 4.5 times 5. We got 22.5. Then I can expect to get the same thing with the other. That's 6 times 3.75. And yeah, there it is, 22.5. And you need to have this work shown, because in your explanation, you're going to say, hey, the sides are in proportion. And this is your evidence for making that claim. So now that we've got our evidence, now we need to write a sentence. So we're going to start by saying exactly what they want to hear. We're going to repeat that. We're going to say segment AB is parallel to segment CD because we can say triangle AEB, this red one up here, is similar to triangle CED, that larger triangle, since their corresponding sides are in proportion. Okay? You could say, or they have equal ratios. And if sides are, let's see, AB is parallel to CD because the triangles are similar since corresponding sides are in proportion. And if triangles are similar, then corresponding sides must, oops, that's terrible, must be parallel. And that explains everything we need. And you gotta have something that's somewhat close to this. You gotta, one, restate what they asked. You gotta say, hey, these things really are parallel. You then need to cite that the triangles are similar, and you gotta give me a reason as to why they're similar. It's that proportion thing. And I think that's enough. And I'm just kind of like shoring up my answer by saying And that's the thing that guarantees me that those corresponding bases will be